When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's just how.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Burrow on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He's going to go up top again. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, Sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the 29, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Williams into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Williams again, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Burrow going for it on 4th. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Burrow on play action. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
2nd down and 8. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Courtland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So, they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Broncos. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Now McManus for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, Was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 20. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 4th down. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Broncos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Burrow on 1st down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Shrugs him off. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He finds his man complete. It's Patrick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing is Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
11 mighty.
Burrow on play action. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. A big play there for Cincinnati. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now Wilson on first down. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 36 yards. And the Broncos are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you... And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Wilson wants to throw it. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their back's against the wall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
11. Switch it. Gotta go.
Burrow. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got a man, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at that they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
To throw, Burrow. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team,